What's happening, y'all? Welcome back to another exciting episode of the Creatia Conversation, where we talk creativity and media and all that nerd-ish. I'm your host, Lord Cussalot Travis Pointer, aka the Dragon King, aka Big T, aka T Money, aka Sweet T, aka Black Merlin, aka the HNIC. And I'm joined once again by my co-hosts, Mara the motherfucking Shark Watkins. How you doing, Mara?
I'm doing all right. How are you?
Doing quite well. And who else is here?
We are also joined by the patron saint of podcasting, the warden Matt Ritter.
Hi guys.
Matrick, how you doing, sir?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing all right. Doing all right. Now, normally this is the part of the show when I ask y'all what you've been watching and what you've been playing. But honestly, all I really want to know is, have y'all seen the first 2 episodes of Daredevil Born Again?
Not yet.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Mara, I think it's about time for you to take those headphones off and wait till we text you.
I can just mute y'all.
You do that, and we got to talk about Daredevil, because bruh.
It's a foggy evening in New York City, Travis.
It certainly is, because god damn. And here's the thing, going into it,
can't hear, but hi, Will.
Here's the thing. We're about to spoil the fuck out of this, y'all. So
so if you have not seen Daredevil and you do not want spoilers, give us like 3 to 5 minutes.
Yeah, whatever. I got kind of spoiled that something big was going to happen at the beginning, but I didn't know what it was. So when I saw that, I'm like, oh, I thought Foggy and Karen were going to die.
Okay.
Because I also knew that at first they weren't going to be in the show at all. And
can we talk about how Karen was trying to fuck Daredevil?
She sure was. She sure was. Yeah. And he actually was like, no, he friend zoned her.
Well, because he got She-Hulk pussy, Travis. And once you go She-Hulk pussy, you can't go back to just normal Karens.
You're absolutely right. You definitely can't go back to normal Karens.
The sad part is Mara needs to watch both of these episodes before she clips any of this for anything.
This is true. I need her to hurry up. But here's the thing. The parallels to our current world are very apparent.
No.
And the way that people are talking about Fisk's mayor sounds so fucking familiar, sir.
Yeah.
Familiar.
Cut all of that.
And I'm just like, holy shit. It's like they knew.
Yeah. I was not. He'll probably be back, so I'm not going to write him off yet. But the whole Bullseye thing felt kind of unceremonious to come in and be gone in like the first episode.
Oh yeah, he'll be back. I mean, he was in the 3rd season, but he'll be back. He'll be back.
Yeah.
The fact because they didn't kill him, like that's the thing. Like if the fact that he's still alive, they'll definitely bring him back.
They threw him from a fucking building. How did they not kill him?
He survived. That's why he was in court, nigga.
I know he survived. I just was like, you beat the fuck out of this man and tossed him off the top of a building, and he just got up.
He stabbed Matt Mercer 78 times, and he's still alive. So,
dude, he just had all sorts of fucking. I was wondering where he kept all of those weapons. Like, I understand having, but like, there was a bunch he deflected and bounced off his fucking helmet and shit.
Well, there were at least 5 of them that were up his ass. So, had to be. Because eventually you run out of pockets.
But yeah, no.
You got to use nature's pocket.
Wilson Fisk, and which like I really love the character Fisk, so like I'm mad that that's what we're doing. But like I get it.
Why are you mad? What are you mad about? What do you mean?
Because I don't want Fisk to be that guy.
Ah, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want those parallels there because I enjoyed the character of Fisk. I didn't want him to be parallel to that guy, but here the fuck we are, and it is what it is.
Marv realizes she can't read mouths.
All right. Anything else before so we can wave her out?
Oh man, I'm trying to remember if there was anything else that I wanted to talk to you specifically about, and I can't remember it now. So I guess we'll move on.
I need She-Hulk pussy in this.
I do need a She-Hulk appearance here because she needs to, make Matt Mercer feel a little better.
Maybe we find out that She-Hulk went out for some coffee with Luke Cage.
That would be interesting.
Oh.
They got coffee, and then I don't know, because I don't see his therapist girlfriend living, because I feel like after they've had their therapy with her, they'll kill her off because she knows too much.
Yep.
So yeah, but yeah, I think that's it. You got anything else?
No.
Those of you who are not watching Daredevil, definitely watch that shit. Now I'll let Mara know it's time to come back.
You're still muted. You can just hear us now.
There we go.
All right.
Technology. Real
So,
quick.
besides Daredevil Board again, what are y'all watching? What are you playing? What are you about to say?
I was just gonna say real quick because I don't have a lot because it's mostly just been my movies, which you guys can go check out on Twitch or TikTok. What I've been watching, The Substance, I rented and watched with Demi Moore. It was actually really good. I enjoyed it, and I plan on buying it because 75% of that movie is naked women. So
It's a very Matt movie.
Like it is because it's body horror, and there's like a lot of like really gross, like cringe things, but also like Margaret Qualley and fucking Demi Moore naked for the majority of the movie.
She was naked a lot in striptease. Remember striptease? She
does not quite look the same. I will tell you that.
I imagine so. That was like, what, 30 years ago? Shit.
Yeah. She's even more naked than she was in striptease, Travis. You see everything on both of them.
Oh, full frontal?
Full frontal.
Okay. Okay. Good for you, Demi. Anything else?
Nothing worth talking about.
Okay. How about you, Shark?
So I made a boo-boo the other day.
In the toilet, I hope.
No.
Uh-oh.
I deleted my mods folder unintentionally. Like, I was clearing out like cache files, and I think there's one that sits right above my mod folder. And I think I selected it by accident, and then I deleted it. And then I did a clean wipe of my computer, which then cleaned out my
recycling bin.
Yeah. So when I opened my game, I should have took a screenshot of it because the shit looked crazy. Like, I was presented with my character in blackface, like crazy black tone everywhere. And I was like, what is happening? Like, it was crazy. Like, she was holding her smallest dog. I think it was it was like her smallest dog. And she's smiling, and all you see is her eyes and teeth, like, but everything else is like errored and blacked out. And I was just like, what is happening? So then I went to check and see, like, I was like, what's broken? And then I was like, the whole folder's gone. The whole folder's gone. And I was sitting here trying to figure out how it happened. Like, even Chris became involved, and he was just like, how does that just erase itself? And I was just like, I think I did that. And I was sitting here, and I was just like, I just kind of like staring at my computer just like this, and I was like sitting there trying not to crash out because I was just like, I just did that. I just deleted everything.
Wow. You got the
new expansion pack?
No. This is completely unrelated to The Sims. You have the PlayStation Plus Premium, right?
I believe I have the middle tier now.
I believe the middle tier includes it too. Dragon Age: The Veilguard is free for y'all now.
Oh. Okay.
I believe it's the middle tier that has it because the premium one just gives you the older games, right?
Mm-hmm.
On top of that, yeah.
Actually,
So
I'm actually might have that one. I think I don't remember. I think I did like a temporary. I paid like $1 to get the rest of my tier to go up to premium because
mhm.
I was trying to test if I could play something. I wanted to see what the cloud streaming beta thing on the portal was like.
Mhm.
It's all right, but the selection's kind of limited.
Yeah. But I think you have access to Dragon Age: The Veilguard now, so you should definitely check that out.
Okay.
But anyway, what else you been watching or playing?
Okay, so since last week, I went through season 11 of Law and Order, and so now I'm in season 12, and they've done a little bit of cash change. The DA is now a woman, played by Deanne West or Weist. Weist. I don't really know how to say her name, but we're gonna go
Diane
with
Weist.
Weist.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're gonna go with Weist.
it's Weist. Yeah.
Okay. She was a temporary DA after Adam Schiff. And then we have a new ADA because Angie Harmon left in the last season. She got a bigger job, I think, something more federal. But so now we're in 12. We got some woman power. I love it because half of the cast is now like women at this point. It only took them 12 seasons to get here.
By the way, the only reason I know how to say Diane Weist's name is because of an episode of Family Guy. But anyway, go ahead.
Oh, okay. Saying it like that just reminds me of this episode of SpongeBob when they're on the Flying Dutchman and they told Patrick to steer and they told him to go east or yeah, they told him to go east and he was like, "East? I thought you said weast." And because they were going the other way.
Yeah.
So
it was one of the cutaway scenes in Family Guy where I guess it was Picasso. He was like, "I know this doesn't look like anything now, but if you move this down here and this up here and put this together, and it's Diane Weist."
But we also caught up. We caught up and finished the first season of Spider-Man, and I've never now thirsted for more episodes than I have probably since Percy Jackson finished. Oh no, I lie. Since X-Men 97 finished.
Fantastic, right?
Yeah. Like I was like, damn, I need more.
Yeah. The way they connected that shit to the beginning was just yes.
Amazing. And then I also do like
amazing.
what they were
Spider-Man. Got it.
I like I was a little bit like well, I didn't know much about Tombstone and stuff like that for him, but I do like how they're kind of progressing him to him, like the way they show subtly that his skin is changing colors and such. Because like I was just like, oh, when he didn't get changed by like the gas, spoiler alert for anyone who's not caught up.
It's been weeks. They're okay.
When he got caught in the truck and the gas can broke or the canister broke, I was just like, oh, okay, so that's gonna dye his skin. We're doing like the Joker thing here, but then it was like, nope, it's gonna be gradual, like vitiligo. I think that's it. We started Invincible, like we continued into it. Need to get started on Daredevil, but I think that's been about it. And obviously have not been playing anything but Snap because I spent most of the morning just re-downloading things that I had to remember because Chris did tell me, he told me to check a hard drive of mine because I have like 3 of them here. And I found an old backup of mods. So I was just like, okay, general shit that I've been looking for here. Just got to update it all. So there is hope at the end of the tunnel, just reorganizing now.
I see.
Sorry that happened to you. That sucks.
Yes.
Thank you.
Like there was, forgot what it was that happened with my PC one day where it was just like, I have to fully reset this thing. And I was so pissed. It's just, luckily everything that I really needed was cloud stored. So it was fine, but it was redoing everything. It's just like such a fucking pain.
Yeah, there was a patch released today because the new expansion pack, Businesses and Hobbies, came out today. I was hoping to be able to have played a little bit to kind of like talk about it by the time we had gotten here, but between running around that I was doing earlier, I still haven't even updated the small patch yet. to download the expansion. So hopefully by next week I'll have something to tell y'all because I'm excited. You know I am. It's what I've been looking forward to all day.
Yeah. I got you.
But enough about me.
Okay. Still playing Pirate Yakuza. Having a fucking ball with it. It's like every time I start playing and I look up and it's been way longer than I thought, and I'm like, oh, I haven't had this in a while. And so much of it has me going, this is so fucking dumb. And I love it. So that's keeping me happy. As far as watching, the only thing new for me besides Daredevil, started watching Paradise on Hulu. It's an interesting show. Sterling K. Brown.
Mm-hmm. I started the first episode of that, and then I was just like, I'm good. Not that anything's wrong with it. It's just, I think I said it on here before. I was like, I'm a little burnt out on like post-apocalyptic shit at this point now, and so it's just like, I was like, I'm good. It's between conspiracies and all the other shit. I was like, I'm good.
Here's the thing. I started watching it, remembering that we talked about it, but not remembering what was said about it at all because I was barely paying attention. No, I was purposely barely paying attention. Like it was one of those things because I plan on watching this, so I want to know as little as possible. So I went into it not knowing that was what this was. So it was just like, oh, somebody killed the president. God damn. Oh, it was after the president was president. Okay, it was post-presidential thing. So he had post-presidential Secret Service and he died. That sucks. And then I'm like, oh, it's that. Oh,
yeah.
Oh, now I'm in. So, I think that's it as far as what's new for me because Wheel of Time comes back next week, so I'll be watching that. But that's it. I know neither one of you have watched Wheel of Time. Here's the thing. Normally, if I like something, I recommend it to y'all. But this is one of those things where I like it because I'm me, and I can't guarantee that y'all also like it. It's one of those things where it's just like it has very specific things that I can't really describe as to why I like it. So it's just like, I don't know if this will be it for y'all.
That's fair.
Gotcha.
One of those, like it'd be one of those things. If y'all were in the same house as me, I'd be like, "Hey, sit down and watch this with me." But I wouldn't say, "Hey, take time out of what you're already doing and stop doing that so you can start watching this." Not worth it.
Oh, I also did. I watched the finale for Pop Culture Jeopardy.
Okay,
that was fun. I don't remember the name of the team that won, but it was like, it is always fun watching them get to the end. Now I'm catching up on Celebrity Jeopardy. They are in, I think, quarterfinals right now. I just watched, it was Sean Gunn, DRC Carson she played Janet from The Good Place.
Okay.
And some other actress.
Janet was the AI, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then another actress or comedian whose name is escaping me at this moment, but she also was cool. Dope. Sean Gunn won out of all of them. Like he whooped them. Like he had 22,000 and they were like at 1,000 something.
Damn.
Yeah, I was just like, damn, you just out white man and everyone.
All right, y'all. Well, thank you all for watching. We appreciate you watching us live. But if you're not watching us live, know that you can do so at twitch.tv/Creatia World. And if you do that, you can actually subscribe to us. We'd appreciate that subscription. And you know what you can do? You can subscribe for free. Because if you have Amazon Prime, then that means you got Prime Gaming. And how do you get Prime Gaming? Well, what you do is you take your Amazon account, take your Twitch account, put them together, fusion, they form Prime Gaming. And that gives you a free subscription every month. And we would appreciate you throwing that our way. All right, so do that. You can also watch us live on YouTube at youtube.com/Creatia World, and you can subscribe there for the free 99. Doesn't cost you a damn thing. But what I also want you to do there is right next to that subscribe button is a little bell, and hanging from that bell is a little bean. So what I want you to do is I want you to flick that bean. You do that, you get notified every time we go live, every time we drop a new video, all that good stuff. Before we get into our topics, though, do y'all remember some years ago?
Mm-hmm.
We were supposed to have a live action Powerpuff Girls show on the CW.
I think I do remember hearing about that.
And it got canceled a couple years ago, 2023, because CW said, no, this is trash. We're not doing this.
Uh-huh. Why do I feel like
the trailer for this thing leaked?
Oh, okay. So that was a real thing.
Yes.
I did. Hi, Zoe.
How you doing, Doc?
They said hi.
I say hi on the phones.
She's like, that's not how they said it. That's not how they said it. Hi.
How you doing, Doc?
Then
I saw you got your belt.
I got my orange belt.
I saw.
Congrats.
Congratulations.
First, I have a yellow belt.
Right. And then
Now
I
I
saw
got
them.
my orange belt.
Yeah, I saw him give you your orange belt. Good job.
Congrats. Very good.
Did you show them this yet?
Yeah.
You thought I was making it up? I saw.
And that's how my dad cooked it.
Okay.
And I made these.
Oh boy.
And one rainbow on that.
Rainbow and a house?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. It reminds me of Peppa Pig's house.
Okay, I need my headphones back. Say bye.
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 Hey, here you go.
Couches.
She said to the couches.
Anyway, the
So
trailer for the
I can still
Powerpuff Girls show leaked, and I had to watch this to make sure this was what it actually was, and I had to see it, so now you do too.
Oh boy. I feel like I saw something about that going around. I don't remember if it was like on Instagram or if I just saw it on YouTube and I just happened to just keep going past it because I probably thought it was something like fan.
You'll think it is once you watch it. Here we go.
No. See, that's one of those times where it's just like fucking someone needs to stop the CW.
I mean, they stopped themselves in this situation. At least, good for them. They saw this and said, you know what? No. Looks like something happened to our Facebook stream.
Oh no. CW was like, don't show this.
Wouldn't surprise me. They're like, don't let anybody see this. Yeah,
We've been trying to escape this.
Oh man. Anyway.
This is what I was talking about. I'll give you the link, or do you want me to just show it?
Go ahead and show it.
Okay. This video may be Oh.
Why?
Because it already starts with old man ball. Fuck it.
Well, we're not on Facebook anymore, so.
You damn right.
Wow.
Can you hear it?
Yeah.
Okay. This is probably one of my favorite skits from one of the Jackass movies.
See, I know the song by the name, not by Peaches.
The name is, I think, called "Fuck the Pain Away." I think the artist
Yes.
is called Peaches.
Yeah, no, I know "Fuck the Pain Away." You kept saying Peaches, and I was like, I have no idea. What
I
you're
meant
talking
I knew Peaches was part of it.
Teachers of peaches, like 6 on the peaches.
Travis, it gets better.
Good.
about. No, it gets worse.
Like, what if you saw this? Like, if he did it, like, which we didn't. Leave me alone.
Facebook preemptively struck the video down because
They knew this was coming.
They knew what I was thinking. Mark was like, she's about to put balls on the net.
They knew what kind of time we were on today, so they said.
stay in school. 'Cause it's
Why
good
is
IUDSIS, stay in school.
Yo, they
'Cause
couldn't
it's
do
good
shit like
best.
this now.
Lock the pain away. Lock the pain away. Lock the pain away. Lock the pain away.
Remember when MTV used to show this all the time at like 1 a.m.?
Oh, what right. Oh.
No.
I was not watching this at 1 a.m. I was watching BT Uncut.
Teachers, sick on the beaches.
Oh, well.
Frisky little bugger.
I'm so sorry.
Oh my God. It reminded me of
He's
my
like, what is
ex-wife.
happening right now?
Reminded me of my ex-wife.
Oh man. Okay.
My contribution for the day.
Well. Heads or tails, Mar?
Heads.
Matt, what's your topic?
What is a game show that you think you could win?
Blap, 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 blap.
Ah.
What was your topic again?
What is a game show that you think you could win and why?
Okay. Did you want to kick
And
it
this
off,
is-
or you want us to?
Well,
kick it
so
off?
this was inspired by The Floor, which I talked about last week. Because I feel like I have such a broad general knowledge of just dumb shit that I could take on a decent amount of topics and possibly win The Floor. I really do. From watching this game and seeing how it goes and seeing what they do and participating along with it, plus whether it was wrestling or horror movies or really a litany of things I could choose from, I would have a topic that I'd feel very confident defending against just about anybody.
Okay.
So,
I'm okay.
As she continues to cough.
Yeah.
Well, I got a couple of them that I was thinking about, and I'm like, at first, what popped into my head was Family Feud, but then I'm like, I need my whole family there. And while I believe that we would all as a family kill it in Family Feud, you said me specifically, so I moved on from Family Feud. Raise your hand. What's your question?
how many participants do you need for Family Feud?
5.
5.
Do we still consider John part of the Creatia World family?
Honorarily, yes.
Tangentially.
It's reluctantly for him, but you know.
And then realistically, we can just sub in any one of our spouses, or even Katie, or Will, the honorary use, and we would have 5, and we would be able to compete as a team on Family Feud.
Indeed.
So you don't need your family; you have us. We
true.
are your family.
This is true.
But continue.
True.
We are your family, Travis. Remember?
But then I thought, like, what did I grow up watching and was just playing along with and was really good at? And then I remembered Wheel of Fortune. I was a bad motherfucker at Wheel of Fortune. So that was my answer. And then I remembered Deal or No Deal existed, and that's pure luck anyway. But I'd know when to take the deal. So my actual answer is Wheel of Fortune.
Okay. Mara?
I had a few that I just was like, I feel like I'd have really good chances on. I too feel like I have a lot of insane, absurd amount of knowledge about random things that I actually do. That's why I have so much fun watching Jeopardy, because I'll just be sitting here yelling out answers at the TV. So Jeopardy is definitely on that. Ooh. It got red on that real fast.
Uh-oh.
Can you hear us though? Oh, okay.
Okay, he can hear us.
Another one. Are you smarter than a 5th grader?
I've never actually watched that. I'm aware of the show, but I've never actually watched it. So
I've
I don't even know how
watched-
it works.
I watched it consistently a lot when it first came out. I don't know, like over time, like I just stopped watching it for whatever reason. I think I was in college, so that might have been why. But I just generally feel like I could get past 5th grade educational stuff.
Yeah, I probably could too.
And then my other favorite, well, it's had 2 different names over times. It used to be called Pressure Luck, and then it became Whammy. And I think that's another good one.
Big money, no whammy. Yeah.
That was my shit. My Aunt Thumma had the Game Show Network playing a lot as a kid. I could also probably say Supermarket.
Supermarket Sweep.
Yep. I wish we had that now. The way shit about
Can
to
you
go
hear
up.
me?
Yes.
Okay.
The way shit's about to go up. I'm about to look that up. I did look up Family Feud though. I wonder how they validate how we're related, because it says 5 family members related by blood, marriage, or legal adoption.
Okay.
So Matt's gonna have to be adopted.
We got to
Why?
run to Vegas real quick.
Yeah.
And then
Why do I have to be adopted?
because you're white.
I look like the affair child. You look like.
To be fair, you look like me and Travis's gay love child. You're about halfway between the two of us.
But then you'd have to get divorced and then marry me. It's the shorter distance between 2 points is you being adopted.
Right.
Listen, I'm trying to pull off a single and a gay marriage at the same time. I'm not trying to get divorced.
Did you just lose your microphone again? Yep. He's losing stuff. Oh, and then
Why did that shaking so much?
Not that. So what it was underneath my desk, I actually unplugged the. Baby, come bring them here. I can't get up.
The surge protector.
No, I unplugged the jet or the extension that I use for all of my USBs, which my light and this is all plugged into. And then for whatever reason, my mic cord is now being really sensitive for no reason. So, yeah, I'm going to need you not to do that so you don't unplug my mic.
He's like, it's not staying on as we speak.
Keep your hands off the desk.
But yeah, so those were some game
Julie.
shows. I wish I could entertain what is that? Wipeout. But I know myself.
I needed to do Wipeout when I was like 22.
Yeah. Like 21, 22, maybe 23, like before like I would really give a damn. And I was still covered under parental like insurance or so.
22-year-old Travis was in really good shape. But yeah. What about you folks out there? What's the game show that you think you'd kill it at?
Dad, what
Let us
is your
know.
We got another candidate saying they do Wipeout.
Yeah, I agree. See, yeah, it just like I have to be a lot younger because like I would have so much fun. Cause I know by the time I get to them big red balls, man, I'm not making it.
We are doing a podcast. I need you to chill, okay? This is not about you.
Zoomies.
All right. Anyway, Matt, we haven't actually talked about this, but you made it clear unofficially that you wanted to watch the Andor trailer.
Did I?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, I did. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Because I looked at the documents and there was no trailers in the documents, so I was like, all right, well, this is out.
Yeah, I hadn't put them there yet. I was looking. Usually I try to wait until later in the day on Wednesday or the day of to see which ones. I try to do like the newer ones unless something huge happened.
Travis, I did that at 11 o'clock Wednesday night. So I don't know how much later into the day Wednesday we could have gone.
If you would let me continue my statement, or the day of is what I said.
Well, that doesn't help when I'm trying to look up tags for what we're covering on the show.
Yeah, well, that sounds like a Matt problem. Now,
Wow.
so anyway, we'll watch the Andor trailer.
Yay.
I saw the first season. Couldn't tell you what happened though. Other than there was a guy on there named
If you
Andor.
can hear me.
We are not who we were when we started.
Imperial ships are already landing.
We need to speak out. We need to stand up.
This is a look into the future, Travis.
We need a pilot. A soldier.
Everything I did for the rebellion.
Revolutionary movements are spontaneously happening all over the
Here's
galaxy.
the thing. I remember
How those come
enjoying the
together
show,
is the
which
stuff of our story.
makes sense because it's basically a prequel to Rogue One, right? So
If season 1 laid the track, then season 2 is the juggernaut.
The Empire cannot win.
Well, they haven't won yet.
We're building a real army.
The rebellion's everywhere now. Galaxy of opportunities.
The insurgents have weapons at this point.
We're counting on it.
These 12 episodes are going to take us over the next 4 years into Rogue One. The complexity of the show, the possibilities of the show. It has to be all in.
Nobody's allowed in. You're thinking like a thief. I'm thinking like a soldier. Think like a leader.
The size and scale of this production is on
It's so pretty.
sets, and the costumes are breathtaking.
Everyone does the homework. Everyone takes the time, and you can tell.
Proceed.
This is it. This is what you live for.
It's human. It's incredibly truthful. And it just happens to be in a galaxy far, far away.
It's the urgency of the situation. Not palpable. Lock it down!
If we do not stand together, we will be crushed.
This is the end. Have no expectations.
Yeah, I'm excited.
yeah, good chance I'll watch it. Not a guarantee, but it's a good chance. It's like I said, when it comes to the Star Wars stuff, I still believe Rogue One is the best Star Wars movie out there. And this is, like I said, basically a prequel to Rogue One. And I enjoyed the first season, so I'll probably get around to it and watch it. Try it again, Mar.
Okay.
My topic. Oh, man. So, if you could binge watch a show that you haven't seen for the first time, what show would you choose and why? Did y'all, you want me to go first? I can go first if it's easier for y'all, or did you?
I mean,
Doesn't
I
matter.
literally have shows on all of the streaming platforms, and I just pulled them up and looked at my list of the shit that I put on there that I have not watched yet. And my plan was to just tell you what was on there. So,
Okay, give me your list then.
Those About to Die.
Good
Is that
show.
on Is that on Peacock?
Peacock, yes, good show.
So I'm
wanted to
on
see
Peacock
that
right
too.
now. Those About to Die, Fight Night, and Bel Air. I all have saved on Peacock that I have not started.
Have not seen Fight Night. Bel Air is also good. And I was
I
skeptical.
thought you told me
before.
Fight Night was good.
I never saw Fight Night. I don't think I did. What's Fight? Oh, the $1 Million
The
Heist.
Muhammad
Fight.
Ali thing.
Yeah. Yeah. I have seen that. Yes.
Okay.
Also good.
And then on Max, White Lotus is the only thing I have that I have not checked out. But I've heard some things about White Lotus, and I'm curious about that. And over on Paramount, we have Evil, which I feel like is right up my alley for shit I like to watch. I just haven't started it.
That's
I think you
Michael
would-
Culture's in there, right?
Yeah.
I think you would really like that. I enjoyed that.
1883, which I think is in the Yellowstone universe or a prequel to Yellowstone. My mom keeps telling me I should watch Yellowstone, but I also have not done that. So,
Okay.
And then I've tried it twice, and I haven't been able to get through it, but it's still on the list. Penny Dreadful. I can't do it. I don't know. I get into it, and I get like 2 or 3 episodes in, and I lose all interest. So I guess that doesn't really count. But yeah, those are the shows that I have that I just haven't slotted in time to find a start.
Okay.
Alrighty.
What about you, Shark?
Well, when I was first just like before Matt said this, said about just going off of our watch later list, I was gonna say like first thinking about it, I was gonna say Sherlock with Benedict Cumberbatch because I do enjoy the Sherlock movies. I have not seen Enola Holmes either though, so but I heard that was cute. I would say Doctor Who, but that one's like I feel like that at this point it's like one of those things like Star Wars for me. It's like I may not ever get into it because it's like one of those things that's just been on forever.
Yeah, but I feel like that's one of those things where every season is its own thing, so you don't have to like watch it all or anything like that. So, because like I watched this most recent season that was on Disney Plus with Amani, and it was fine. It wasn't like it's not a thing that I'd be like, "Hey, you all should watch this." It was. I'm not mad that I watched it. If I was given a choice to watch more of it, I'd probably be like, "Nah."
But the Mayans from FX,
so good.
The spinoff from Sons of Anarchy, because I really enjoyed Sons of Anarchy.
I never finished it, and that makes me sad.
I never finished Sons of Anarchy, but that was because somebody spoiled the ending for me, and I didn't want to see that happen. So
I never finished Mayans. I finished Sons of Anarchy. Mayans, I think I watched the first 2. How many seasons are there? 3 or 4?
4, I think.
Okay, I think I watched the first 2. I don't think I came back for season 3.
Yeah, such a good show.
Those About to Die is also on my list, Matt. So
definitely recommend that to both of you.
I started Suits LA because I thought I was just gonna wait for it to get a little bit further in, and I got about 5 minutes into it, and I was just like, this doesn't grip me the same way the first one did. So I can remove that from my list.
But you've seen it, so it doesn't count.
Yeah. That was about it. I don't think I have I can't really think of a lot of series right now that I'm just like that I haven't seen like maybe an episode of or started a season of and didn't like finish it. So because that's more what I'm good for.
Well, for me, this is one that is just like when I thought about it, I heard this question from somewhere else, and I just started thinking about what I haven't seen like a single episode of that I'd be like, I'd probably binge that. And it took me a few days to figure it out. And then I realized I have never seen a single episode of The Sopranos.
Same.
Yeah, that face you made, Matt, I made the same face at myself because I don't know how that happened.
Yeah, no,
I said to myself, myself said, I'm like, how have you never seen The Sopranos?
So I'm assuming you've never watched Many Saints of Newark either.
No.
Okay. I need you to do that the way you wanted John, and then in association also me to do Lost, which I did do Lost. So I'm gonna need you to do that.
Well, let's be fair about this then. Remember how long it took you to do Lost?
Not really that long. It took John a long time. You and I had an agreement. 3 years ago. It was either right before or during the pandemic, actually. So it might have been like 5 years ago.
Right. I watched Lost back in 2010, sir.
Yeah, but here's the thing. You wanted me to watch Lost when you found out I hadn't, but we'd already been podcasting at that point when you found out I hadn't, and you pushed that agenda.
That can't be the first time I told you should watch Lost. That can't be. It can't be. Because I was telling everybody and their mother when I was watching Lost, they needed to watch that shit. There is no way that was the first time I said you should watch Lost. There is no fucking way. But anyway,
I forget what our deal was, but we made a deal, and I went through and I watched the whole fucking thing.
Oh yeah, we when you talk about we made that deal, yeah, but that wasn't the first time I told you to watch Lost, though. There's no way that was the first time I told you to watch Lost. I don't remember the specific time, but I know, knowing me and how I was about Lost when I first saw it, there's no way I didn't tell you to watch that shit.
I guarantee I've told you need to watch The Sopranos, and the fact that you haven't yet.
No, because you didn't know until now that I hadn't seen The Sopranos, so you couldn't have.
When I was watching it, and I've watched it a few times, I guarantee we talked, or I said something about it. You're like, oh, I haven't watched that. And I probably have told you, and then I just blanked on it because it's been so long. You need to watch it.
It's on the list.
Is it? Is it actually on the list, or is it on a mental list?
Yes.
Because we know you have ADHD, and if it's not on an actual physical list where it's in your face, you're never going to do it. Someone needs you to go into Max and hit that add button. Yeah, that's what I thought. Two other shows that I've heard a lot about. I don't think I could watch them, but I feel like I should as like someone who's in the nerd space. Battlestar Galactica. I know a lot of people who are really into that, and I feel like I should at least give it a try. And Doctor Who. Perfect. But I feel like Doctor Who, especially the early shit, is going to be too campy for me to get through. Like, I can't go back and watch the original Star Trek because
this new one is fucking campy. So,
okay, well. But those are two that I feel like I should, but are not on my list because I don't know.
It was fine. Is the way I would describe it. Doctor Who people are Doctor Who people. It's one of those like if you're really into Doctor Who, you will have probably loved this newest season of Doctor Who. But if you're not really a Doctor Who person, it's not going to really grab you like it does them, I guess. But
I knew some Doctor Who people. That's the only reason I even considered doing it. But
okay, well, what about y'all out there? What's the show that you've never seen that you want to binge watch for the first time? Let us know in them comments because we want to know. Before we get into Mara's topic,
if she can win a coin flip.
The coin flip against herself. I have another trailer here because the concept of this game had me like, wait, what? So we gonna watch this because oops.
I need someone. Hello,
date everything.
I need someone who's
you
not
hear it?
afraid to
turn it up just a little bit.
And I am feeling ravenous. So let's head to the prized possession in every household, the center of the kitchen, the refrigerator. Freddie knows we're on our way, so let's hope he doesn't give us the cold shoulder.
What a cute colored fridge.
Is he gonna fuck the fridge?
But it seems he's already busy with another guest. Freddie, this is all rather dull.
How can you say that when you haven't heard?
Oh, come on. Really?
You're keeping tabs on me. No, I'm not.
Fuck you.
Haven't heard the coolest part.
Regale me.
The point in which gelatin goes from a liquid to a solid. Can you guess the temperature?
Certainly.
Go on. Guess for me.
I do not guess. Perhaps this human would like to essay an attempt.
Why?
I've never heard of it that way. I think that's wrong, but fun guess.
Oh, look at the time. I must be on my way to a more interesting...
Is he writing on a grilled cheese notepad?
Massive Yeti turns his attention to you. You want to speak to
They said date everything.
It takes you a few moments to process what you see.
Why is his stomach a fridge?
Because he's the refrigerator.
Oh, okay.
Massive, furry, decked out in his finest winter wear.
Huh. He ran like he didn't want to be here or something. You, with the answers and the listening, that can only mean one thing. you standing in the kitchen, I'm no longer the coolest thing in here.
Aw.
X.
That's me.
Why?
No,
I tried
why?
to be sweeter than that chocolate bar you've been hiding from yourself inside the butter drawer for the past few weeks. Don't worry. I'll never tell. But really, to what does old Freddy here owe the pleasure of this visit? Oh, did you make another order to food fetch? What did you get this time? Did you order sushi? Oh, I love it when you get those little rolls that you have the tiny bubbles on top. No, wait. You know what we haven't had in a while? Burritos. But you might want to hold back on the beans because, well, you know why. Farts? Sorry, I know that's not the best thing to talk about, but I'm just giving you bean consumption tips. So what are you doing here now?
Why are we still watching this?
Oh, let me guess.
Because now I'm curious.
Why does this go on for so long?
You look fancy.
Oh, man.
I literally saw a thing. So apparently they have AI dating apps now where you can date an AI and you know you're clearly dating an AI.
Mhm.
And I saw this whole thing on the news. They were talking, listen, everyone watching this right now, every movie ever made that has AI has told you why all of this is a bad idea. Even though somebody may or may not be insisting very strongly that I use the AI and I'm not a fan of it, we know how this is going to go. Do not date AI. Do not tell AI all of your personal information and your kinks and all of the things about yourself. It will not end well. Do not do it. Do not. Watch Subservience. Watch Terminator 2. Watch
iRobot.
For you Will Smith fans. Smart House.
Yeah.
There's so many movies out there that tell you why this is a bad idea. I have never seen a good movie about AI. I don't even think AI was a good movie about AI.
Bicentennial Man.
I've never seen that, so.
Robin
I've
Williams.
never seen a good movie about AI. That is still a factual statement.
Bicentennial Man is actually a really good movie. You should see it.
With Robin Williams? Yeah.
Yeah. Call it, Mara.
Heads.
You did it.
Third time's a charm.
What's your topic?
Thank you. Cast a tag team match. I felt like this week I was going through a lot of wrestling stuff because I was, doing all
John Cena.
the real. Yeah,
She's
there was a lot.
sending me wrestling DMs now on Instagram.
That's how filtered through all of my stuff has become.
Look, before we get in this, let's just can we just talk about how this John Cena thing is just like taking over the world, dude? Like,
Yep.
I've never seen so many non-wrestling people talking about wrestling in my life. In my life.
John Stewart knew all along.
John Stewart.
Yeah, that too.
Well, are you aware that John Stewart showed up in WWE and screwed over John Cena in a story at one point?
Because he didn't want him to beat Ric Flair's record of most titles.
Yes.
I feel like I had known
Which
that
he's
he
going
had
to do.
been on there once.
Yeah.
Oh man, so great, so great.
But yeah, so while thinking of my topic this week, there was a lot of tag team stuff I was going through. So I was like, create a tag team. Cast both sides with performers or characters. Don't use actual wrestlers this time. And then I was like, try for no more than like 4 people on a team because I think I had looked up. You can't have more, like most tag team matches are no more than like 8 altogether.
There are 8-man tag matches, and there's Survivor Series matches, which are
There's
10. But
10-man tags, yeah. But
Okay.
I would
typically a tag match is 2-on-2. Yeah, that's what I went with.
Yep, that's what I did.
Yeah, me too. Okay. I was just like, I figured because you guys know a little bit
You
more
don't
about
know this
wrestling.
about me. I don't like matches with a lot of people except for the Royal Rumble.
Okay.
Like, that's just, it feels to me like it gets in the way of good storytelling when you do things that way. It's a pain. So one-on-one matches or tag matches for me, that's it.
Gotcha.
Or the Royal Rumble, because the Royal Rumble is my favorite event of the year. But yes.
Gotcha. But yeah, so I was curious to see who you guys would put in the ring to tag a bunch of each other.
Matt's smiling because he's liking his answers, I'm guessing.
I'll go with mine first, since I feel like Matt's will be a little bit more entertaining. So we'll start with mine.
Probably entertaining to him.
I chose all people, but I chose Dochi and SZA on one team.
I know who SZA is because I saw one of them days and I saw the halftime show, but I really don't know who she is. And I've heard the name Dochi before. No idea who the fuck that is. But go ahead.
Both amazing performers. So I put them versus Keke Palmer and Hayden Panettiere.
I know who Keke Palmer is.
Hayden Panettiere is from Heroes. I think they are both really interesting personalities. Okay. And I was also thinking of this as like a celebrity death match, but without the death in it. It would just be wrestling. Okay. So in my brain, I was just like, the way each of their characters would come out in a wrestling match, I feel like would be very entertaining.
Oh, Heroes. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. Dave the cheerleader.
yeah, gotcha. I'm like, I know I've heard that name before. Who the fuck is that?
Kirby from Scream 4 and 7. 6.
Have you seen Heroes, Matt?
6. Yes, I've
yeah.
seen Heroes, and then the sequel to Heroes that came
out.
on
Hulu, yeah. Why'd you make that?
That was also because that was another show that was so good and then had a very unsatisfying end.
Yeah,
and then brought it back to an even more unsatisfying end.
I wouldn't say it was more unsatisfying. It just wasn't as satisfying as we needed it to be. It was better than last season. But go ahead, Matt. I know you're...
No. I'll go last. You go ahead.
Okay. Well, I had a couple of them. The first one, I went straight to sitcoms. And I'm like, what are the two sitcoms I really enjoy? And those two were Family Matters and Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I want Uncle Phil and Will versus Carl Winslow and Steve Urkel.
Not Eddie?
No, I'd be more interested to watch Steve Urkel.
Yeah.
Okay. Can we at least get Stefan?
No, that's less entertaining.
I was gonna say, well, no, like we could do like a Cactus Jack, Dude Love.
So he gets like knocked out as
it comes back as
Stefan. Yeah,
with a hot tag.
I'd be down with that. I'd be down for that one. Yeah.
Okay. I was gonna say, yeah. I feel like just starting with just him, I feel like that's about as same as starting with Eddie.
But yeah, the getting the tag and yeah, going to the transformation chamber after he gets knocked out, or he gets knocked out and just drinks the cool elixir under the ring and then rolls back out and yeah. So that was one. Then I'm like, well, how do I do it to where we got Marvel versus DC?
I thought about that too.
And I'm like, okay, what would be the equivalence? And the closest thing I could really come up with would be Superman and Batman versus Iron Man and Hulk. I'd want to see that fight. So those are the ones I came up with.
Those are interesting.
Okay. When I thought Marvel versus DC, I went more towards what I've enjoyed most in wrestling, which is women and women's wrestling. Mm-hmm. So I was thinking Poison Ivy and Harley Quinn as a tag team because
the show.
And then versus Mary Jane Watson and Black Cat because they both have fucked Peter Parker, so
they're gonna get their asses whooped.
Probably.
They won't be able to...
Not as bad as my actual pick. So when I read this, Mara said characters, and I went characters. So I was like, all right. I also went the celebrity death match route, but I didn't subtract the death. So my first two competitors are Pinhead from Hellraiser and Candyman as a tag team.
Okay.
And then I was like, who do I really hate? And is also dumb enough to both open the puzzle box or go into a bathroom and say Candyman in the mirror 3 times? And the answer was very simple, ladies and gentlemen. Andy Bernard and Michael Scott versus Pinhead and Candyman. Because either one of them would try and open the puzzle box, and either one of them would walk in the bathroom and say Candyman 3 times. Probably Andy saying Candyman and Michael playing with the puzzle box, I think.
Yeah.
I know what I'm doing.
Yeah. Here's the thing. Andy's a fucking idiot. So is Michael Scott. If Dwight's not around to stop Michael from doing it, then yes, it'll happen.
Yep.
Because Dwight would definitely try to stop him because Dwight's paranoid. So
Mhm.
he would stop that. He would try his best to stop that from happening. But yeah.
Well, as the GM of Murder the Office Wrestling, Dwight has been banned from ringside.
Okay. I got you.
And now you see how I was smiling the entire time.
Yes, I do. And I imagine the whole time Stanley's on the side just watching it all go down, just waiting for them to die because he'll be happy.
Stanley's on commentary, and so is Creed.
Stanley and Creed. Okay. Yeah, that'd be fun. Can Daryl be the referee?
Absolutely.
All right. I would be good with either Daryl being the ref or Ellie Kemper is a real name. Aaron being the referee.
We'll let Aaron be the ring announcer.
Okay.
And Creed is also the one that gave Michael Scott the puzzle box to open.
That tracks.
Yeah.
That tracks. Yeah. What about you out there, folks? What is the tag team match that you want to see? Are our ridiculous teams enough for you, or do you have something better for us? Let us know right there in the comments. We'd love to hear. And I think that's going to be it for this week's episode of the Creatia Conversation. Thank you all for being here. Remember, you can follow us on all our socials, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter at It's Creatia World. That is at ITSCREATIA World. Also on Blue Sky, creatiaworld.bsky.social. You can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/Creatia World. And while you're there, check out our Facebook group. One of them being facebook.com/group/them dragons. If you're a fan of Game of Thrones, House of the Dragon, or you just think dragons are cool, join that group, all that good stuff. If you're a fan of wrestling, you want to check out facebook.com/group/smacking it raw. You want to tell them about it, Matt?
Yeah, sure. It is a group on Facebook about wrestling where you guys can enjoy memes and discussions and polls and all sorts of things. You hop in on conversations during the show and during the PLEs without having to deal with all of the negativity and drama and bullshit from the internet wrestling community. Just a good place to hang out with good people and talk about something that you enjoy.
If you've been fascinated now by the idea of John Cena going heel, this is the time to hop on in there and talk to us about it.
Mara is so watching WrestleMania this year.
Finally understand it.
Oh, man. You can find me on all the socials at Lord_Cussalot. That is at LORD_CUSSALOTT, except for on Blue Sky where there's no underscore. Mara, where can they find you?
All those same places at all of them at Mara the Shark, MARADASHARK. I don't know why I said it like that.
I also don't know why you tried to say it from memory like it's not right in front of you. Matt, where can they find you?
You can follow me on Twitter at Matt Ridders, at MATTRIDDR, for your wrestling content, at Getting Off for your horror content, and everywhere else for both Blue Sky, TikTok, Threads, and Instagram at Smacking It Raw.
All right, kids. We'll see y'all next time. Until then, we out.
Laters, gators.